This is always one of my most favorite times of the year. Every time spring has sprung, that means we are getting even closer to the Black Expo. The date this year is set for May 15th through the 17th. A series of events and some high-profile celebrities going to be right here in Columbia for this year's Expo. Joining us now, we have one of the coordinators, Natasha Hall. Natasha, thank you so much for being here.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
You guys just did a marvelous job in Charleston. It is now time to focus on all things Midlands with the Black Expo. I want to start with the history of Black Expo because that's one of my most favorite things to talk about when we talk about this great event. How did this all come together?
So back in, I believe, 1998, Darren Thomas and his partner, they started with the Black Pages. So here in the Midlands, started with kind of wanting to showcase and highlight all of your minority-owned businesses around the city. It grew, to around the state, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. They even got, up into Virginia, Florida. So it kind of took off, and I think about 2 years after the Black Pages birthed the Black Expo. So it went from the magazine to now being able to go into a venue, to a space where you can tangibly touch and see and talk to these different business owners.
How important is it to continue all these years later to highlight minority businesses and Black businesses?
It's super important because for us, it's a space for us to celebrate each other, to really dive into what's new, what's happening, and even a lot of our history. There are a lot of things that people don't know about, even here in the Midlands and other areas, as far as it comes to the Black community and the rich history that we have.
And just the culture. Yes. And one thing I love about Black Expo, it celebrates the culture. You don't even have to be a part of the culture to appreciate it, because we know that so many people enjoy things that are promising and special to the Black culture, and you guys are continuing to do that this year, especially with highlighting some of the big celebrities that you'll be bringing into town. And so right here on Soda City Live now, we're going to announce who the special guests will be. Let's start with the first person.
Yes, so first person will be our special entrepreneur, Miss Tabitha Brown.
Yay!
So we're super excited to have Tabitha Brown join us in Columbia this year for the Columbia Black Expo. So many people have been, sending messages. They're super excited. Darren actually posted it last night on his social media, and it's just been, gaining a lot of traction. So we're
she's
super
so
excited
positive,
to have her. Yes.
and she's just right from over the border. She's a Carolina girl, a North Carolina girl. But I want to claim Tabitha for us too, because so many people can relate to her and her positivity, and I just love her story and how she stayed true to who she is. So looking forward to that. All right, our next guest.
So he spans generations, Mr. Morris Chestnut. So we were super excited when we were able to get him to come and join us. He's got a new show out. He's actually pushing a new brand of, I think it's a cognac or whiskey that he has going on. So many awesome things, just an awesome actor who has been timeless.
He is so talented, and so many movies and shows come to mind with Morris Chestnut in them. He's definitely a part of Black culture and just elevating us to the next level. All right, our next guest, I love her personality. She's also like a fan favorite too.
She is a fan favorite. So singer, actress. You've seen her on some different shows. You may know her from one of the original Destiny's Child, Miss LaToya Luckett, will be performing at the Black Expo this year.
I can't wait to hear her sing Torn. I hope she sings that. She still tears that song up all the way back from '06. And also next we have
our gospel artists. So cannot have a Black Expo without a gospel piece. So that will be Mr. Todd Delaney. Todd Delaney will be our gospel performer for the Expo this year.
So important. Praise and worship in the midst of the Expo always brings out a great crowd, and I think that it really sets protocol. In church we say protocol has been established, and you do all things with Christ at the forefront. So looking forward to Todd performing. And we got to rep big for the Carolinas, and there's no way you can talk about Black culture, Black Expo, without them fans in the boots.
Fans and boots on the ground, right. We could not do Black Expo here in Columbia without recognizing one of our own. So here locally, wanting to support, also we will have Mr. 803 Fresh himself.
And you know what? We had him and some of the line dancers that have gone viral, Quentin Days, on the show last week, and they broke down the boots on the ground dance. So everybody should be prepared. Everybody should be prepared. It's simple. Get those fans, get ready to clap them. That is a great lineup. I'm looking forward to that. How can people go ahead, because you already put it out there now, and now we're like, how can we attend? it's so important to go ahead and get ready to get those tickets, right?
Most definitely. So if you want to get tickets, you can visit our website, which is blackexposouth.com. Also, to be a vendor, to register, to showcase your business, your product, your service. Also, please visit the website, blackexposouth.com.
And don't forget that Black Expo is May 17th, but the days leading up to Expo, there's going to be some other important events.
Most definitely. So starting on that Thursday, May the 15th, we're going to have our Black-owned wine and spirits tasting event, which is something, we did it at Black Expo. This year, we've moved it to be a separate event. So we're super excited about that. And then on that Friday, which we're bringing back our annual Taste of Black Columbia, which showcases our chefs, restaurants, and caterers from around the city. So that is also a phenomenal night to come out and enjoy those things.
I don't like to speed my life away, but boy, I can't wait to that taste.
Yes.
That's a great event. I love attending it. Amazing food, and you get full. Listen, they are feeding you, okay? So make sure you go ahead and plan to purchase those tickets and bring a friend. We're going to pull the information up yet again so you can continue to follow all things Black Expo May 15th through the 17th at the South Carolina State Fairgrounds. Natasha, thank you so much for being here.
No problem.
We're going to let you get
having
back
me.
to all the planning that you guys have to do. So much goes into this, and I know that this is a special passion project for all of you. So thank you so much for coming.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. Much more on the other side.